Alright, welcome to part, I think this is 3 on the 1980, I think it's an 87 Honda 250X. Last video we got this thing put back together, got the whole top end put back on, and we tried to start it up, would not fire. So I ordered up a new coil for it, and we got that installed. We've got good spark now. This is the other coil wire that was on it. You can see it's broken right there, broken right here, and it was getting kind of like an inconsistent spark. So hopefully now we are good to go. So let's put some gas in it and see if she fires up. Hopefully she does. Alright, still doesn't want to start, so I don't think we have a sparking problem. We'll take out the spark plug again and check that, but it was blue spark when I checked it. What's going on with this thing? Take out the spark plug again. Smells like gas, so it's definitely getting gas down there. Let's see if she's sparking here. Got good spark. I don't know what. Alright, let's check the valves again. Maybe those tightened up or something. I've got the cam coming. The cam didn't arrive in the mail yet, but we're waiting on that, so maybe that's the issue. I know the cam was a little bit worn out, so maybe that's causing problems. We'll take these valve caps off and check the clearances again. Alright, I set this thing to top dead center. The intake were perfect. The exhausts were a little bit loose, so I readjusted those. So let's put these valve covers back on and then attempt to restart it. Hopefully it starts up. I'm gonna throw a boot on and try it again. Alright, no go. I think we're gonna check timing next. Make sure that's good. So we gotta take off the cam cover. Again, fun. Yeah, but it doesn't want to go. Alright, took off the silencer and tried starting it like that. Thought maybe the silencer is plugged up. Still didn't run, so we're taking off the cam cover next. Looks like the timing's spot on. Lobes are pointing down. That kind of sucks. Thought maybe I put the timing on wrong, but nope. Timing's on correctly. So, wonder what the problem is then. Cam chain still tight. Everything looks good. Very strange. I don't know what the problem is. Piston was on correctly. Everything looked great. The only thing I can think of is that cam or the head I repaired, but we've got compression, so it shouldn't be a problem. I don't know, very strange. Or it could be the high compression piston in there causing problems. Alright, so I just did another compression test, and I got 60 pounds of compression in the cylinder, which is not enough to run. And then I put some oil down the cylinder and still was getting 60, so we know it's not the rings. So that leaves the valve, and I think it was the valve that I repaired, that one that was a little bit crushed. So we're gonna take out the valve and see what that seat looks like. Maybe there's a little nick in there that I missed, not sure, but we're getting false readings because we had 100 psi before, so that doesn't really make sense to me, but now it has low compression. Alright, I got the head out here, getting the valves off. That's the new valve in there. I think that one's fine, but all the other valves are a little rough. I should have checked them better. It's my bad. But if you look at this one, this is the exhaust valve. Look how wobbly that is. So that's bent. You can see it's bent a little bit right there. Curves down. The top is wobbling back and forth like that. And then the other ones aren't bent. You can see they're not bent. No wobble to them, but I just noticed that lip. And somebody had pointed this out in the comments. See that little lip right there? That's no good. So it's only sealing a very small portion, like right down here. And I put some brake fluid in there to see if it would hold, and it goes right by that valve. So we were leaking compression big time. And then the last one, the other one's not bent, but it has that lip again. See how thin that lip gets right there? It's really thin looking, and that's not sealing properly. I think I was in a rush to get this done, and I didn't inspect these enough. And yeah, these valves definitely need to be replaced here. I don't know what I was thinking, but thank you for everyone in the comments that pointed that out. Yeah, so a new valve, I'll look up a picture. It's not supposed to have that little lip like that. So these are definitely worn down. I already bought that one. So this one was bent, and then these were just worn out really bad. So I found some online. I think in total they were like 60 bucks. So around 20 bucks a piece. We're gonna order those up, and then the cam should come around the same time. So that'll be perfect. Then we'll lap the valves again, throw everything back together, and hopefully it runs. I think this is a 12-to-1 ratio piston though, so technically you're supposed to be running race gas in it, but I think premium gas will be fine for it. We'll see. Might have to buy some race gas for it, because that piston in there is a high compression piston. Alright, just got the new valves in. We got 2 intake and 1 exhaust valve. So we had to wait like about a week for these. Finally finish up this video, hopefully. Let's see what this one looks like. This one is the exhaust valve. Brand new. Looking good. We'll see if those fit in there, and then take a look at the intake here. See if they look like they're a little bit better. Yeah, there's no ridge on there. I'll show you guys the difference between the two. It's crazy. Alright, so this is the new intake valve. See, no lip on there. This is the old one. Look at that lip. That thin lip is worn all the way through, and that was letting in air. So this is a lot better. Side by side comparison. It's crazy. So we'll install the new one. Just gonna see how that feels in there. See if it closes. We'll have to lap these in. But yeah, that's a lot better. That's gonna seal much better. Alright, we'll lap these in, get this all cleaned up, and reinstall this. Alright, valves are all lapped and installed. All perfect, no gaps in there whatsoever. Remember, this one was bent. That isn't bent anymore. Can't see any light through them. And those are all good to go. So let's get this thing back on the quad and attempt to start this thing up. Alright, so we got the new cam in the mail. Here's the new one right here. Here's the old one. You can see there's a couple square spots on here. See how there's a couple corners? This one doesn't have that, so we'll transfer the sprocket over to this one. We have to make sure that the lobes are in the same spot. So see how that's pointing down right there? Make sure this one's pointing down the exact same way, and then we can transfer the sprocket. So right like that. Alright, everything's torqued down, 29 foot-pounds. Get the cam on there. It's all timed up perfectly. So let's get the cam cover on. And we gotta put a little gasket maker around here. And then this thing should be set. And we'll attempt the first start with the new valves. Alright, this thing's all put back together. We got the pipe on it. We got the handlebars back on. Top end's all rebuilt. Gas is down the carburetor. Let's see if she starts up today. If it doesn't, might have to give up on this thing. Let's see. Doesn't want to go. Not good. I don't think it's gonna start. It doesn't want to go. I don't know why. Oh, so close. Oh, we got her. Oh, man. Sounds good, too. Oh, that took forever to get. Running good, idling. Whew. Almost gave up on her. Right, it's gonna run out of gas here pretty soon, but runs pretty good. Gotta find the kill switch on this thing. Well, it runs. Oh man, that took forever to get. I kicked this thing over probably 1,000 times before I got this thing to run. So I adjusted the idle up a little bit, and then I gave it some throttle on the startup, and that seemed to make a difference. Yeah, I just kicked it a bunch. Finally went. So hopefully those rings are now seated in there, and now it starts up easier. We're gonna add some gas to it and see if it starts right back up. All right, I just added some gas to it. Let's see if it starts right back up now. Oh yeah, I'd say that's a success. Engine's not leaking anything. Sounds really, really good. Now we just have to get the plastics bolted up, the tank cleaned out, an air filter for it, which I might have. We'll see. But yeah, it's coming along. Oh. Whew, I did not think that was gonna start. Oh, it took so many kicks. All right, now we gotta get the Nerf bars on. This other bar goes on right here. This was off of it. It can go on like that. Bulb goes right through here. that's on there now. Alright, the white's turning out pretty good, actually. It's not too bad. A little scratched up, but not too bad. I ran out of the paint stripper, so we're going to head to Menards, grab some paint stripper, finish up this piece right there. Also have to grab some gray paint to match the frame, paint that up. We're going to pressure wash it later, but we'll get gray paint for here. And then we need to get some vinegar for the gas tank. It's a little rusty in here. You see how bad that is, but definitely a little rust going on in there. So we'll flush that out with some vinegar, and then that should be good to go. And then obviously we need to strip this down. This paint's coming off pretty easily. Like I said before, it doesn't look too bad. We'll keep the handlebars blue to match the seat, and then we'll probably get a new seat cover for it too. But it's starting to look pretty good. And then we'll keep that bumper red right here. Alright, back from Menards, we got brake cleaner for cleaning the plastics when they're done. We got silver paint, got black paint. Usually I use VHT, but didn't have any. And then we've got some paint stripper right here. So let's lather this thing up and see if that does the trick. Alright. Paint this guy on here. Alright, now we wait for that. Let's go and see if the paint matches up here. Silver. Gotta match up to that. It's pretty dang close. Alright, so that paint didn't quite match. There's a VHT paint that matches exactly, so we'll go to the store and pick up that. But you can see this stuff's working. See the little bubbles forming. And check out over here. Paint's just peeling right up. This is after 5 minutes. Look at that. It's crazy. So it's working really well in the heat. You must like the heat. Look at this. Just flaking right off. So get at least one of the things works. And then we'll take brake cleaner, clean them all off. And I'll look for a seat cover to order up. But I will come back once all the plastics are white and put on the machine. And I'll paint some of these things black right here, the foot pegs, stuff like that, black. Alright, just got done stripping all the paint, and the back definitely needs to be painted, I think. Take a look. So the front looks pretty good. And the back has all those cracks in it. Smooth, but doesn't look the greatest. That's kind of the look of it right now. I think it looks better than the black if it was all white. I think if we paint the back plastics, get a new seat cover, paint up the frame, I think it'll look pretty good. This side's not as good. It's got like a little mark right there. You can paint that up though. What do you guys like better, the white or the black? I think the white looks pretty clean looking. But yeah, that's what we got today. I still have to clean out the tank with vinegar. We're gonna let that sit overnight and then clean that out, and then hopefully take this thing for a ride. Let's see if it starts up here quick. All right, let's see how long it takes to start now. Well, it moves. That's good. Alright, so it moves, goes in forward and reverse. So first gear works and reverse works, we know. Awesome. Alright, so next video we'll get that gas tank cleaned out and flush, new gas line. We gotta get a kill switch on this thing. Gotta paint the back plastics white, get a new seat cover, and paint the frame, and then take this thing for a rip. Stay tuned for that, should be pretty fun. Seems like it's running pretty good. I did look it up, 12-to-1 piston, high compression. You are supposed to use race gas, but people said they get away with just premium gas from the gas station. So we'll run on that and see what happens. If I blow it up, that would really suck, but I don't even know where you buy race gas. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And until next time, we are out.